guys, Kristin LaVanway here. So sellers, question of the day. Can you sell your house without doing any repairs? Sure you can. As a matter of fact, in our Arizona purchase contract, we used to have some stuff in there that said, hey sellers, we got to have a working air conditioner, working plumbing, working mechanicals, certain standards there. We took it out. You can do whatever you want now, sellers. It's all negotiable. Well, let's just talk about that for a second. Are we talking about like a little leaky sink, a squeaky door and handle? Or are we talking about a house that has a 60s vibe because everything in it is from the 60s, original equipment? Or are we talking about deferred maintenance for the last 5, 8, 10 years? Where the air conditioning's about ready to go and the roof needs some TLC. It's a seller's market, so you can opt not to make the repairs, but just know this. Buyers always have a different idea of how much things cost than sellers. When they look at a leaky sink, they don't think a little Teflon tape will do the trick. No. They're thinking you need to replace everything, all the plumbing fixtures, the vanity, the whole 9 yards. You're thinking $20, they're thinking $2,000. Always gonna cost more in their mind. When you're looking at a house that's a bit dated, kind of worn, a little worse for the wear, maybe paint and carpet will do the trick, $3,000 will do it maybe, they're thinking 30 grand. They're like Phoenix Home and Garden, $30,000 home equity line. They're like, no way can we do that. So they're always projecting in their mind a much more dire picture than you are. So in most cases, if you can do those repairs yourself, you're gonna walk away with more money. Now, what about if we're talking big ticket items? Air conditioning is gonna go, roof needs to be replaced. Well, now we don't have just buyers who maybe are reluctant to spend the money. Now we're eliminating buyers from the buyer pool. Because if a house doesn't have a working air conditioner or a roof with 2 years of life left in it, buyers aren't gonna be able to get FHA or VA financing. Those appraisers, they are sticklers. So you've eliminated a whole bunch of buyers from the buyer's pool. Maybe you can still get a conventional buyer, but if it's really bad, you're talking cash only. And now you are in shark-infested waters, my friend, because those guys look at you like a sitting duck. And maybe that's a mixed metaphor, but you know what I'm saying. Those dudes are not philanthropic, okay? They're there to make a profit. Definitely have someone who can help you walk through all of this so you can go eyes open. I had a seller, and this has happened a few times, but one sticks in my mind in particular. She was a sweet older woman, lived in an Arcadia Light, okay? And someone knocked on her door and says, I will give you $60,000 for this house. And yeah, it was in really bad shape, but $60,000? So she ended up calling me. I was like, dude, $160,000 if you don't mind. And this was a while back, and that was a pretty decent price. He ended up remodeling the house and selling it for $650,000, but of course he put in about $400,000 to make that happen. At the end of the day, it was a fair deal for everybody. And that's what your expectation should be, a fair deal for everybody. Your house is a big investment, and sometimes investments go wrong, right? Sometimes life takes a hold of you and things just get behind. What are you gonna do? If you can get a home equity loan, you can somehow get the money together to do those repairs yourself. It's much easier to sell and you're gonna put more money in your pocket. But if you can't, just understand that's the reality of the situation. Definitely sellable, but it's a different market. It's gonna probably take a little longer to find that right buyer, and it's a little harder to find that magic number. I've had the things go on for weeks where we are here, and then we're here, and then finally we're here. It does take time, but it can happen. Well, if you have any questions or comments, if you need a little help with a paintbrush or something, well, you know where to find me. Kristin at HereInPhoenix.com, that's where. Go out there and make it a beautiful day.